want, do what you feel. Long as it's 100 that you're doing it real. Say we be who you are. Them haters gon' hate and it's all regardless. Positive or negative, enemy or friend or foe or relative. So say what you want, do what you feel. Long as it's 100 that you're doing it real. Say what you want, do what you feel. Long as it's 100 that you're doing it real. Say we be who you are. Them haters gon' hate and it's all regardless. Positive or negative, enemy or friend or foe or relative. So say what you want, do what you feel. Long as it's 100 that you're doing it real. Say what you want, do what you feel. Long as it's 100 that you're doing it real. Say we be who you are. Them haters gon' hate and it's all regardless. Positive or negative, enemy or friend or foe or relative. So say what you want, do what you feel. Long as it's 100 that you're doing it real.
Yo, welcome family to episode 11 of the Big Money No Problem Solved podcast show, where we get straight into the point. I'm Chuck, aka Big Will, with my brother from another, AG, aka Mr. Ileana Jones. Big Money No Problem Solved podcast show is sponsored by Milk Hub Media, Profound Entertainment, where they have a selection of new artists and gamers such as Reese Bones, whose new album, The Gemini, is streaming everywhere. Continue as well to support the Big Money No Problem ENT family and be on the lookout for some future projects and collabs to be coming soon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got some stuff really coming soon, so stay tuned in. So welcome again to the Big Money No Problem Solved podcast show. So for today's straight and to the point conversation, we got an R&B artist who started out in the DMV area. So AG, I'm gonna go ahead and stake a claim to her too, you know. So AG, go ahead and give us, you know what I'm saying, your early thoughts and introduce our guest for the day.
I want to introduce Melz Renee, hot, literally hot, you know what I mean, music hot, female R&B artist, coming from the Chicago area as well, you know what I mean? Listen to some of the music. She's very talented. I dig what she, I mean, her message. I dig her essence. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to getting into some good content with her. Hearing her stories of her travels, her opinion of the music now versus the music back then, and her musical influence.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So right now, let's go ahead and let her introduce herself. Go ahead, Melz Renee. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Hey everyone, this is Melz Renee. As I said, I'm a new upcoming R&B artist. And basically, I'm just trying to come out and bring back that soulful 90s music and intertwine it with the new school music that has evolved today. So that's pretty much my message, what I represent and what my vibe is right now.
Dig that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I like that, the 90s essence, you know what I mean? The 90s essence. And, you know, we talk about that a lot, man. You know, how the music is different.
That was the best era of music, in my opinion.
It was. Definitely was.
That's when music was love making. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Straight
and
up.
especially in this day and age right now, it's important, very important right now, you know. And 90s music, they had stories, you know. People told their stories through that music. People really felt it and connected with it. And this is not to take away from anybody that's in, you know, music now, but I feel like the connection is gone. It's more so about the latest beat and the latest, you know, phenomenon that's out right now. And there used to be a connection with music. People used to feel it, you know.
Yep.
Right.
It had emotional ties, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. So just kind of give your background and just your upbringing a little bit. 'Cause I read your story and I had to show love. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's VA still, but it's still part of that DMV area where you started. They come out here in DC right now. So go ahead and kind of give your upbringing a little bit.
Yeah. So I was born and partially raised in Arlington, Virginia. And then my family migrated to Chicago, where I was mostly raised. And from there, I want to say I started singing at about 9 years old and writing. And from there, like I used to get with my friends and we would start like little groups and go to talent shows and, perform. During that time, I also ran into my first producer, and I thought that we were going to go places with that. I had wrote music. He actually liked the music for me to be so young. But me being young and not understanding, music and how it works, especially the industry, I was taken for granted consistently. And I just wanted to sing. I just wanted to write. I wanted to, get out there and show my voice and my talent. It just didn't work out that way. And, I just felt like time and time again, I had just the door just kept shutting. So in my mind, I'm thinking, this is God's way of saying, Melanie, this just isn't your time. And I just closed the door to that and then started singing praise and worship in the church for many, many years.
It's weird when you start to get early into that game, man. I hate the fact that people still do what they do in terms of not help uplift and bring up these artists. You get what I'm saying? Like, what was the turning point for you in that process, though? It
was a turning point to help me see that I was able to help others in their artistry. It helped me become a better writer. It helped me understand myself as a writer. And around that time, of course, I met Ace the Phenom, which is with Simply Phenomenal Music, who I'm affiliated with now. We just ended up being really, really good friends. And she was in poetry, strictly poetry. And I helped her turn her rap music her poetry into rap music. And now she's what she is today. And so, and there's no thanks to me, but I just wanted to see, I saw her story. I heard it and I said, man, this would be hella crazy if you just went and, rap this out. She was like, you know what, I'll try that. And she did. And that's pretty much, how she started from that point. And then I was able to help others. And then I started really perfecting, my writing skills as well. So it was a turning point for that. But as far as me being an artist, it wasn't quite there yet.
What about, no, go ahead, Chuck. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, AJ. You got it.
I was going to ask you because we've heard that as far as the church background as well. Do you think that kind of strengthened your skill and your craft? Because your levels, or or even just the love and emphasis in your music.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would have my praise and worship leader say, Melanie, you too high in this clouds, girl, come down. Let me help you, get your levels together. So yeah, they were like my vocal coaches. Okay. So in that sense, yeah, it helped. I still, would like to get some work, together with my vocals. But as far as helping me with my tempo and when to come in and when not to come in and how not to come in so strong and come in subtle, like those types of techniques, yeah, I definitely say I would give it to them. They helped me with that.
Big day.
Got you. So just starting out early, what was your music pretty much? Like, what was you writing towards at that early point? Like, what was your writing like early? Like, what was your aim and where you were trying to go with?
When I was younger?
Yeah.
Love. Come on now. Everybody knows that back then in the 90s, early 2000s, it was love. It was all about, especially girls. It was love. So all I wrote about is love and
look for the little boys. We knew it was about love for y'all too. Hey, exactly. I used to sit there and hold the phone away from my face. You hear me singing to you, baby? I'm like,
I'm trying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We out here. I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing Mary J. 7 days on the phone, Faith Evans and all that back in the day.
You know it. Hey, the background was always set with the R&B music playing. You going in the Mac mode? What's up, baby? Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, baby.
It wasn't even just that. You would call somebody, and at least I know I did that. They call somebody, and I'd be like, "Hey, it's Melanie. girl.
Right.
Aaliyah be playing in the background.
I used to stay with Joe to see on my you know what I mean, on my little background.
Man,
you got me fainting.
Exactly. That's that old school right there. That's why I said that era music was pretty much, you know what I'm saying, the top notch of especially when everything just it meant something. You know what I'm saying? Everything meant something. Like you know what I'm saying? So how do you kind of compare that a little bit? Just kind of talk about it a little bit, like just thinking about how R&B was back then compared to now.
I want to say it has changed, but I want to say it changed because, like, every year, every decade or whatever, music evolves. I mean, we know that. We went from, Marvin Gaye to like, Usher, and, so music's going to evolve, and so that's just the natural thing for it to happen. So I don't want to say that, it isn't the same. The sound is different. I want to say, the sound is a bit different than it was before. And so you have artists like, and these are my people that I look up to because this is the vibe that I'm trying to go for. You have people like her and Janae Aiko and Ella May. They still talk about those stories. They still talk about love. It's just in a different, evolved way. And so basically what I'm doing is hey, look, I love y'all. I love y'all vibe. I love it. But let me bring back a little 90s feel too.
Right.
Where, people really felt it. I feel you, but I want to feel you. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what I'm trying to do. So of course music evolves and it is different slightly, but only because that's what we do. It does, I just feel like we need a little bit more oomph, a little bit more feel to it. These kids, I feel like they just bopping their head because it sound good. Nah, do you hear? Are you listening?
That's real.
I think it needs a little more love and a little less sex. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Well, now ain't nothing wrong with a little sex, but just
ain't nothing wrong. No. I'm saying exactly. Like you think about, you think about your the music in the 90s. I mean, you knew, okay, yeah, it was love, but hell, you know what I mean? You knew where you was trying to get that love to go. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't smack dab in the face like plow.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to fuck. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
It
was foreplay. You know what I'm saying? It was foreplay. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm gonna kiss you. I'm gonna rub you. I'm gonna touch you. You know what I'm saying? I give you the sun, rain, the moon, the stars.
Right.
Now that's the reality, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's definitely a little bit more. Hey, we skipping all that those steps and we just get right to it. Right. The music is done today.
Right. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now it's let's get some Hennessy and you know what I mean. Get to the room and let me blow you out.
Pretty much.
That ain't R&B to me. You know what I'm saying? That's just entertaining music.
Right.
That's it. Exactly. So kind of being that's another thing too. Do you kind of feel like they kind of give that R&B title to too many people in today's music? Because I feel like me coming from that old school, you had to really sing. Like I don't want to hear auto-tune to help. Like when I hear you live, you should sound just like you do on the record. You get what I'm saying? So did you feel like they give that R&B title just a little bit too loosely to some of these artists who kind of auto-tune it? Okay.
I feel like the whole auto-tune era should have its own genre. I mean, that's just my own opinion. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little auto-tune. I get it. But are you singing? I mean, I don't, like I said, I'm not taking away from anyone in their craft. I'm just saying I feel like you shouldn't use R&B loosely. You really shouldn't. R&B is what it means, rhythm and blues. And everybody knows that at that time, people felt it. It was in their soul. It resonated with them. And so I don't really feel like you should be trying to toss that around like any willy-nilly. No, music.
I mean, the blues was descriptive of an emotion. You know what I mean? Of an emotion
Right.
that we as our culture were going through. You know what I mean? We were going through the blues, and the blues wasn't just specifically a negative connotation. You know what I mean? It was just it was kind of like the range of our of our feelings. You know what I mean? So that's where now we apply the song the rhythm to it to create this song to make it, you know what I mean, in a fashion where it's going to be catchy and other people can hear it, and it's a form of expression. You know what I mean? It wasn't just creating just some type of sound or tone and just calling it that. You know what I'm saying? Like with that auto-tune shit.
Exactly.
You an artist, you a singer. I mean, hey, you should be able to, just like a hip hop artist, you know what I mean? You should be right on the spot. Somebody, let me hear something. It shouldn't be let me play. I'm gonna play something for you now. Got that harmonize now. Let me hear your range now. Let me hear you. Don't play nothing on your phone. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Straight up. What's that voice do?
Exactly. Yeah.
In terms of your songwriting, how does it? I mean, what's your songwriting process? You feel what I'm saying? Your creative niche.
So I like to go off experiences, of course, and I like to go off on what's going on currently, in the world. What friends and family have gone through. I have, and I'm gonna say this because a lot of people don't have this gift, but I have the gift to remove myself from myself and kind of put myself in somebody else's situation and really feel it. And so I'm able to write to their feeling and their experience and their understanding of things. And, that's a real gift, because a lot of people don't know how to take themselves out of themselves. They're just so quick to only understand it in their world and their realm and not really understand where somebody else is coming from. So I like to speak on my experiences, other people's experiences, what's going on today. And sometimes that's difficult because there's a lot of emotions when you're writing from an emotional standpoint. Like, it's so crazy what goes on in your head that you just want to make sure that it's that same emotion that you're feeling inside is coming out in your lyrics.
And it's interesting that you say that, because me as far as with me being somewhat of an artist as well, when I write, like you said, with the emotion, I can be feeling a certain type of way. You get what I'm saying? But I might not necessarily write about what I'm feeling about, you know what I'm saying? But my emotions don't come out in whatever whatever I end up choosing to write about. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you can't be subjective to just your own, your own personal viewpoint. You know what I'm saying? Your own box. It's a world. Especially when you're trying to reach people, you have to be able to reach people in their world outside of your, outside of your own box. You see what I'm saying? So I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I totally get what you're saying. Let me ask you this. If there was a chance that you had the opportunity to work with someone, who would it be?
Man, hands down, I would, some of the people I look up to are people like, I'm not gonna lie, I resonate so much with Renee because I love her vibe. I just love her vibe. I really would. If I could sit at a table with them, it would be Janae, her, it would be Ella May, it would be some of my old idols, which is Angie Stone, Lauryn Hill, Floetry,
you naming all my loved ones.
Sade is one. Man, I'm telling you, I would have a field goal if I was at the table with them. Jill Scott, Kelly Price, India Arie. I mean, these, And if you notice, all of these women are sort of kind of in the same bracket because they, although, you know, on the other end, as of current state today, like I said, music evolved. So they took it in a whole different direction. But I want to say it all started from, you know, the Lauryn Hills and the Jill Scotts and the Sade's, and that's where it originated from. And
that's
so
the whole neo soul era.
Yes,
the whole era,
yeah.
But see, now today in this generation, it's called a vibe. So
fuck that. Fuck that.
It's not a vibe. Yeah, it's a whole different. It's a whole different vibe. That's what.
Yeah.
It is.
Right.
Yeah, it's totally
Right.
different.
yeah.
That's crazy.
They about as different as 2 Chainz. I'm different. Face ass, you know.
And honestly, it's, you know, it's crazy because when I wrote my music, or when I was growing up writing music, I never knew what genre I was in. I knew I loved the neo soul, right? But I felt like it was a lot. I don't know. I couldn't connect with it. I didn't know what it was. And I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't until I started hearing music from, you know, Janae and her and Summer Walker too, and Ella May. When I started to hear them, I was like, you know what? This is it. This is it right here.
You saying some names to me that I'm gonna have to, you know what I mean? I haven't heard of Summer Walker, and you know what I mean, somebody just hit. I've heard of her,
Sure.
you know what I'm saying? But I never really, you know what I mean, caught on to it. I always just seen hashtag her, you know what I'm saying? But then I actually sat down and listened to her some of her shit. I'm like, oh, I can roll with that. I can roll with, like, for me with a female R&B artist is I'm particular, you know what I mean? A female R&B artist has to kind of capture my soul. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you said, Sade will put you in a fucking trance, like, you know what I mean? You just be sitting there, like, you know what I mean? Like she would be the woman Pied Piper. You just gonna follow her. You see what I'm saying? I kind of got that from her as well. You know what I mean? It's just that's what gets me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I love for, especially, you know what I mean, from a male aspect, you know what I mean? I love for a woman's voice or a woman's essence, I say a woman's essence to touch my soul.
Oh, yes.
Kind of grab it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now that's when we might start talking about where we go.
I say Jill
further after that.
I say Jill Scott. Like I was saying earlier, I say Jill Scott is probably one of the first R&B like neo soul artists where I listened to that whole album. It was crazy with it because it was good to hear that type of vibe. The way it was like, damn, I'm with you. It was different type of. It was a different type of way she explained how relationships went and everything like that. And it was almost. I just love that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, she got me with that Black Brother. When she hit, you know what I mean, with that Black Brother, man, hey, I fell in love with her. I fell in love with her secretly. You know what I mean? Jill Scott, if you ever see this, I had a crush on her. Straight up. It's just, I mean, it's her essence. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let me ask you this. How do you, I mean, how do you kind of seek out your opportunities as far as, you know, searching for, you know what I mean, talent, or searching for shows, or, you know what I mean, or gaining people's attention and awareness to your music?
Well, as of right now, with me, because I'm not knowledgeable in a lot of areas in regards to music. What I do right now, especially in the midst of this whole COVID-19, right now I'm just focused on just marketing the music that I have out now, you know, talking to friends and family everywhere I go. I'm like, hey, you want to hear this? You know, like I just traveled and was like talking to this guy, and he was talking about music, and I'm like, hey, you want to hear something?
Right.
So you know, we go to a bar and people are talking about music, and I'm like, hey, you want to hear something? You know, and you know, I was just at the shop and talking to the ladies there, and they were like, wow, you about to do a podcast? And I'm like, yeah, I just dropped a single. You want to hear it? You know,
I know. I can identify. You know what I mean? You be talking, you just in random conversations with a person. And, you start talking about a subject. And I'm like, hey, man, I actually wrote a song about that. You wrote a song? Yeah, I got a song about it. Well, here it go. Boom.
Exactly.
Right. And they're it kills me because they're so shocked because I sing right off the rip, and they like, well, I didn't expect you. I'm like, well, you said you wanted to hear it.
Exactly.
So besides that, like Facebook, Instagram, I really should get a Twitter, but I don't have a Twitter yet. But those different type of social medias. I hear I'm supposed to be on TikTok. TikTok is booming now, so I was just like, okay, I'll try TikTok. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. As far as shows, I was like gonna try to get booked on different like areas in Atlanta, but of course, COVID-19, it's not safe, and I have an underlying condition, so that kind of stalls that.
Gotcha.
Not trying to die, trying to and stuff.
Right. Self-love and self-preservation comes.
Is always important. Always important.
Oh yeah. But I mean, other than that, I'm still writing. I'm still trying to get my music out. I just actually landed my first magazine feature. I don't know if you all
saw that.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Yeah. I saw that.
Go ahead and speak on it about the magazine edition.
So I had not heard about it. My manager had brought it to my attention. It was really just reaching out to her because she has a podcast called Threesome Podcast. Amazing. You guys should check it out. But she was just like, well, no, I have this artist and she's upcoming and I would love for you all to interview her. And they were like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh, yeah,
and basically the magazine is for, to promote, upcoming new businesses, entrepreneurs, and local, upcoming new artists. And so
Gotcha.
They went ahead and, interviewed me, asked me a bunch of questions about, same type of questions you guys are asking me. And they went and published it in the magazine. Now, from what I hear, that's a big thing in Atlanta, like to get in that magazine, because that magazine is where people go to find new talent and new businesses and things like that. So I was excited. I jumped on it and was like, okay, cool. Let's do it.
Hell, as you should. As you should. Any time for, for exposure or publication, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to jump on it. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
Give us some of the influences behind some of your music, like "Come With Me." That's a dope track. You know what I'm saying? What was your influence?
Yeah, that's a real dope track. That's one of them. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah. So that is actually Sade inspired. I'm an artist where I don't want to be stuck in a box. I want to be able to explore different sounds and different. And that's what I love about Sade. She didn't just stick. I mean, you could put her in a genre, but she could flip on you and be pop or something else in a minute. I mean, that's just what it was. And I love the different feels of music because not only does the lyrics make you feel the music, the beat makes you feel the song as well. And so with Come With Me, it was a different type of sound that I liked. And it reminded me of a Sade joint. And so I was like, man, I gotta jump on this. Now imagine, that wasn't the original beat. Star or Ace to Phenom and D Gutter from the Coalition, they had to talk me into this because I fell in love with the original one. I said, no, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Right. That was your baby. Yeah, that was your baby. Exactly. I'm gonna let you get to it, but it's something about that originality when you first create that. You create a bond with that. You know what I'm saying? With that beat, it's like
the vibe is where it needs to be.
Real deal. It's the vibe.
Oh yeah, and so I was disappointed. I was like, no, I don't want to. But I have to be the artist that will take myself out of myself and just be like, okay, let me get this. Let me see what y'all got. And so when they put the track together and they showed it to me, I was like, And then when he added the guitar, I was like,
Yeah, that's what kind of caught me with the track was the guitar portion of it, man. It was real dope. It was really, really dope.
oh yeah, I was blown away when I heard the final track. And I was also impressed with myself because, you know, I don't really have a song out there that really shows my vocal range. And I'm even higher than that. So when Ace heard it, she was just like, Mel, yo, like that was the best I've heard with your vocals. You know, since we started working with you, like that was dope. Like I like.
I know Ace. You know, me and Ace got a long history. You know what I mean? I know Ace. She'll show you love. Hey, she'll give you constructive criticism, but you know when she say you can do better. You know what I mean? You know Ace really mean. You know what I mean? Hey, you can do better than that.
Oh yeah, she has told me this before. She's like, I don't know, Mel, and I'll be like, why? But I give it to her too, and that's why we're so close, because I give it to her too. When she hits me up with some music she dropped, I'll be like, I don't know, I ain't feeling that, Star. I ain't feeling that, Ace. Right. She'll be like, all right, let me go back.
Hey.
But you need that. You need that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the way it should be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We all should be able to, you know what I mean? Hey, exchange that. What we call it constructive criticism. What we say on the last show. Don't confuse constructive criticism with hate. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's for the love of you. That's, you know what I mean, to help you, because you my people, my folks. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let you go out there and shame yourself when I heard something that you did better. You know what I'm saying?
At all. What particular song you have written you feel resonate with you the most?
Come With Me.
Okay.
Come With Me. Okay. And I want to say the reason it resonates with me so much is because it's what's happening, not only to what's happened to me, but it's what happens to a lot of people. We get in these relationships with people and they want to love. And well, let me just, I was just going to say
for the listeners, you know what I mean? Give them a rundown of Come With Me.
Right. Exactly. So Come With Me is basically a song about being in love with someone and they're struggling with themselves to love you back because they've been so hurt and so traumatized in the past with other relationships that they want to love you and they want to trust you, but they just can't. And so Come With Me is basically me pouring out my heart to you and saying, hey, look, I know what you've been through. I know what's going on. I know the back and forth and the struggle that you have going on within yourself. But if you just come with me and let me show you that, look, not everybody is the same. Not everybody will treat you bad. And I know you probably heard that too, but if you come with me and let me show you, then you'll know. But you got to get out of your own head and let me do this. So that's what Come With Me is. And I feel like that's the relationships that we're in right now. You know, guys have been hurt, girls have been hurt. And then we get in these toxic relationships and they don't work because we never healed from the last one, or we never took a chance, or we never just tried to give ourselves to someone because, you know, of what they experienced.
It's the common, let me save you from you.
Yeah. Oh, you yeah.
I mean? Or as Maxwell put it, you know what I mean? I'm going crazy trying to keep you from going insane.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I totally get it.
It's just, the song is just, I'm currently working on doing a video for, because I feel like if you all saw the visual with that, it would just connect. It would make everything connect. But it's just me.
Looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, like one of the scenes that I'm looking into is, you know, the person being on the other, I'm on one end of the wall, the other person's on the other end of the wall, and I'm just sitting there singing to them and they're banging on the wall to get to me, but the wall is a representation of themselves. They're the ones that's getting themselves in the way of loving me. And so that's what that wall is about. It ain't really because, there's a divide between us. It's the wall, and meaning it's you.
It's crazy because I got that vibe from that song. You know what I mean? Just on the male end.
That's why I like it.
I've been there before.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been there, like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to reach you, and I'm on this side of that wall trying to break through, you know what I mean, and help you and grab you, but you got to break through that motherfucker too. You know what I'm saying? Just hey, meet me there. You know what I mean? Meet me there, and all of your fears are gone. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why that song meant so much to me, because it's deep. It's deep. I've had so many people say, Mel, oh my gosh, you don't know what that song did for me. Like, that song was just, and it was like, I feel like a Sade, like you was Sade up in there. I was like, well, thank you. That's a compliment. Thank you.
What about that? What about that? That you got that joy.
So You Got That is okay. So You Got That is an awesome song as well. It was actually something that got me out of my box, because that isn't like the vibe that I am. However, that is Ace the Phenom all the way, and y'all know that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Hey, and I said this got Boogie all over it.
This is straight Boogie from head to toe, over the mountains, in the sky, like under the tape. Like, this is all her. So, but she wanted me to get on the track. And this is around the time I had just like came out like with them to be affiliated with Simple Phenomenal Music and the Coalition. And she was like, Melody, jump on this track. And she's just trying to give it to me. And I'm like, Star, this is not my track. This is yours. You know it. Nah, we finna give it to you, Melz. And I'm just like, all right, man. So I had fun with it. I loved it. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I had friends and family who would fast forward and go straight to her because it was a hit. She did her thing on there. She did her thing on there. She did, and I did my part, and they loved my part. But you know, she brought that. I feel like, in my opinion, she brought that song. But you know what? The thing is, you know, what I mean, what got it? What gets it for me is got me, because you know I done worked with Ace on quite a few tracks or whatever. You know, what I mean, it's the you gonna be hot, she gonna be hot, but it's the mesh together. It's how you you know what I mean? Oh yeah, y'all complimented each other. Yeah, we did. You know what I'm saying? You complimented each other very well. You know what I mean? So the track can be very appreciated. You see what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Definitely. And I love, like I said, I had fun with the track. I love the track. I love being on the track with her. I definitely look forward to being on. Actually, I am going to be on another track, because she's putting out another album called Sex Tape, and she wants me to be on that as well. So that's going to be fun to work on. You might actually have a chance, because we're working out. I don't know if you've seen the show with the youngster EJ Mallard. You know what I mean? He's a male R&B singer. You know what I mean? So he's supposed to get and work on some projects with that too. I think that y'all two would be dope. You know what I mean? It would be exceptional for y'all to work together too. So hopefully we can maybe put something like that together. Oh yeah. Let me ask you this though.
I think that'd be a perfect combo. Yeah,
it would, Chuck. It would. I promise it would. But Melz, let me ask you this: you know, being a songwriter, you know, singer, how does it feel to not only make, you know, this amazing music that you're making for yourself, but also to, you know, be an influence and a push to the success of others, though? It feels good. It feels great. I mean, I want to leave a stamp somewhere, whether it be with myself or with others. I want to push the agenda. I want to help out in any way that I can to push whatever agenda, whatever message, whatever, you know, that person or even myself want to push out there. I'm all about it. Collab, let's go. What you want to do? You know, me and her, you know, she's always asked me to jump on the track for years. We never stopped staying in, you know, contact with each other after college. So anytime she was like, jump on the track, I'm like, okay. Where you want me to go? Where you want me to be at? What you want me to do? If there was a verse that needed to be written and they couldn't write it or they couldn't come up with it, I was the one that was like, where's that? Where you going with it? What's the message? And I would be right there. So it feels great. I want to help the next person. I want everybody to win. I want everybody to break bread, you know? So it feels amazing. I'm for it, you know?
For the time that you've been starting making music, what particular moment within those years kind of resonate with you the most?
I want to say the years that I was in college. I want to say they resonate the most. And it was really because it was me seeing my potential. You know, I didn't really want to see my potential when I was little or growing up because I just thought, you know, I was just that person that had a good voice. There's lots of people out here who can sing and write and they don't do anything with it. So I just thought, okay, well, maybe this isn't for me. But in college, it just kind of let me see, Melanie, you got it. You got the potential to do this. You can write, you can help others. You know, even if you don't become in the forefront, you can definitely be, you know, in the back, you know, helping people and promoting them and, you know, helping them with their music and stuff like that. So it helped me to understand myself as a writer, as an artist.
That's what I was going to say. I can understand that because generally your college years are your self-identification years.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's when you branch out on your own, for the most part on your own. You know what I'm saying? And you got time to spend with yourself, and that's when you learn. You know what I mean? So that's interesting that you say that. You know what I mean? It's kudos to you for taking that time and, you know what I mean, and embracing that fact. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm very blessed to have been able to sit back and really understand how I was, where my mental was, writing, what I wanted to do, what I wanted to be, you know, at that time. It really helped me. And the people that I helped around that time, they helped me too. Like they were just like, well, if you go on this angle, if you think about this and think about, you know, you got to be that person where you got to think outside the box. You can't stay inside your head. You know, you got to think outside the box in order for you to be a really creative writer. And it helped me to do that, definitely.
As I tell people all the time, you know, in this large, crazy world that we're in, it's a million billion individual worlds. You know what I'm saying? So you have to step outside of your own world in order to reach everybody else's world. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
What about if you? I mean, like I'm appreciating where you're coming from. You know what I mean? If you had to write a song to kind of bridge the older music with the new school music, what kind of song would that be? Or maybe what would you title it?
That's a good question.
It's a real good one.
It's a real good one.
That's a tough one. You know what I mean?
It's a tough one.
I'm me as a hip hop artist. I'm trying to. I'm in my head. I'm trying to answer it. You know what I mean? That way as well. But you know what I mean? Like what I gather from you, I see the depth of you. You know what I'm saying? And the shallowness of what the music can be now. You know what I'm saying? If you just wanted to, let me kind of rephrase it. If you wanted to impose your depth on the shallowness of music now, how would you come across with it?
So I want to say it would be from a teaching standpoint, because, like I said, people get in their own way, and they're so busy listening to what's here now, you know, that they forgot about, you know, the Anita Bakers and the Marvin Gayes and you know, the Isley Brothers, and I just feel like they are so, you know, gone from that. And so I would compare it to say, hey, look, remember this sound? Remember how you guys grew to that when you were kids and all of that, and everybody came together at the parties playing spades and all. You know, remember that? Remember that feel good? Remember that feel good? I said, now can you picture that with your music now?
Right.
No, can't.
Can your music thrive and survive through the eras coming? You know what I mean? Like we had it on the show before. It's certain songs that at a black barbecue that have to be played. You know what I'm saying? And it's not gonna be the new music. You know what I mean? It's gonna be some Marvin Gaye. It's gonna be maybe some guy, let's chill. You know what I'm saying? It's certain artists that have kind of, out, they live like roaches. They've lived, throughout the whole changes of the music era, it's still in kind of embedded in us. You know what I'm saying? It's a part, not embedded in us, it's a part of our culture. It's a part of our culture and its evolution. You see what I'm saying? So I get exactly what you're saying. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. I just I don't know. I guess the only way I can wrap it up is there's just something missing. It's something missing. It's that element of feel. It's that element of a story. It's that element of seeing things through other people's eyes. It's that element of a good time, and not every party is about, rubbing my booty or whatever on you or whatever. It's about, let's just dance. Let's just dance. Like, why do I have to, do my booty or whatever? Like, why do I have to do that? Like, it's that whole house party.
House party, yeah. That groove, that kickback.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, why does it have to be like that? I feel like we live in a generation of just sex and drugs. And it's just like, bruh. Like,
is that all you have to offer?
Exactly.
Is that all you have to offer to these kids? Yeah. Like, no, that is not how it used to be.
Exactly.
I totally and completely 100, 1,000, 1,000,000% agree with you. My name is AG.
So how long?
Go ahead, Chuck.
I was going to ask, how long was it before you left, like, the Arlington area? How long was you here in the DMV area before you moved to Chicago?
I was back and forth from Arlington to Chicago. So I want to say we probably stopped going back and forth when I was about 11, 12-ish. And then that's when but my family still stayed out there. My mom is from Washington, D.C. So, like, we still had family out there, and we would visit from time to time. But for the most part, my upbringing was in Chicago.
Okay. What part of Chicago?
The burbs, the burbs, and then I migrated to like
South burbs, West burbs,
South burbs, and then I migrated to High Park, so 51st.
Okay.
53rd,
47th.
53rd. Yeah.
Gotcha. And for our listeners, High Park area, that's where, that's where Barack and them came from. That's where Barack Obama and Michelle and them, they was in Hyde Park, you know what I'm saying? So like shout out, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I was asking that because did you ever get a chance to kind of vibe out with Go-Go in the city?
No, I didn't.
Oh, we got to get you back out here then.
I know.
we got to get you back out. We got to get you back out to the DMV area.
Look, let me tell you, I have wanted to go home for years, but my family is like, Arlington, Virginia, girl, it's rich out there. It's pretty expensive out there, girl. I'm like, y'all was out there?
It ain't like.
This how you respond to that. Well, where you think I'm going? Shit. Don't limit me. Where you think I'm going?
Exactly. Right. But I do plan to go back and visit.
That's good talk though.
Yeah, definitely.
We got another artist, that boy B. He's out there in the DMV area too. We'll get with you and Ace and see maybe if y'all can put a project together. Hey Chuck, that'd be cold, Chuck.
That'd be an A1 project. That'd be an A1 project.
Just to give you a little more info, Melz, like what we're doing here, it's as you see, we embracing all of us as a family. You know what I'm saying? Our reach and our span and our, our history. with that boy B, with Ace. Well, you know what I mean? We go back so far. You see what I'm saying? So we're trying to, just embrace a moment of opportunity to where we can be our, a foundation where we can all grow, and create these platforms where we can network and we can do these things. And everybody's supporting everybody. That's why we want to highlight, everything that you're doing, everything that they're doing. We want to be a catalyst of growth, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I mean? So we plan on, being in tune with you, and anything that, that you have going on, feel free to share with us, and we'll use our access to, to help promote, and always be an advocate and be a friend in your corner. You see what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And vice versa. Sure. Like, I will definitely be y'all need to listen to them. Like, I do the same thing with my own stuff. I be like, look. I better check them out. Okay?
Straight up.
Exactly. So kind of let the people, what you got cooking up, what you got coming up in the future.
So right now, I just dropped a new single called Take It. I don't know if y'all heard it, but it's called Take It. And it's just my spin on, meeting someone and just like, damn, you find like, oh, let's get it, kind of thing. I did have a bit of feedback. People were like, well, we got this Me Too movement going on. Do you think that's appropriate? And I guess my thinking is, what does that have to do with me wanting to get some? I mean, if the person is fine and we vibing and I'm saying, come get it.
Hey.
I'm not understanding what the issue is. Like,
that's my shit.
I'm inviting it. I'm saying, come take it. And like, it's not like, oh my God, like, no, it's nothing like that. It's my spill, a female spill on. It's just like Summer Walker said, girls need love too. So like,
there you go.
And fuck what they talking about. Look, fuck what they talking about. Hey, we love it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We love it. You know what I mean? I don't want to always be the pursuant. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you shit. Hey, girl.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just like, look, let me show you some. Let me show you some tricks. Let me, that's what Take It is about. And it's if you heard it, from what I've gotten back, the feedback I've gotten from, friends and family is like, it has a bit of what is current today, but it also has that SWV vibe, or that, just the 90s vibe. That's basically what I'm trying to do. So
it's like, the reciprocal tanks when we.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
so it's that vibe.
Yeah.
So it's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, and it's sexy, and it's, I say things that, women are just not, girl, I don't say, girl, you have some arch in your bag, girl, you bold, like, ain't that what you do? Ain't that what you come on? Like,
But see, but that's cool though, because that's kind of like what we was just talking about earlier, kind of bridging your, your soul with the new age, Hey, I can be a little bit more upfront with it right now, because we're in a different time now, so I can be a little more, a little more descriptive in my, in my intent for this song, because hell, any song is an intent, it's an intent behind it, but I could be a little bit more upfront, and I mean, everybody know, hell, sometimes you want to make love, sometimes you want, damn it, take it, shit.
Right, and look, when you listen to the song, I clearly say, look, I don't know what I want to do, so just look. I don't know if I want you to make love to me. I don't know if y'all look. Just take it. Like, do what you want,
and make it feel good.
And make it feel good. Okay.
Right. Period.
So, it's
tell them we all grown on this podcast.
Hey,
so exactly what it's about.
It's my first, like, I want to say sexual track, and it's not like me promoting sex, but it's more so like we have sex. So it's like, that's the, day and age. I'm not sitting here getting all sloppy and nasty with it. I'm very conservative with it. And I'm just saying what any woman would say when they are in a mood. Like, that's just what it is. But it's just very sexy and it's very clean. It's, it's not too much, but it's not too little either.
It's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? We human, you know what I'm saying? We go through different modes. You know what I mean? The difference is that everything that you put out there is not just strictly sexual content. You see what I'm saying? I mean, the whole thing, like we said earlier, rhythm and blues is based on emotions and the ranges of your emotions. You know what I mean? You ain't no motherfucking robot. You know what I'm saying? I got some down moves. I got some horny moves. I got some you know what I mean? Some spiritual moves. You know what I mean? It's about, that's what the music is anyway. It's about emphasizing your emotion.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And
all it is.
Put it out there for everybody. You know what I mean? Whoever wants to identify with it. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. Hey, you love it, you like it, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. It's what I have, what I feel, what others feel. It's fine. Right.
So what would you tell, your fellow songwriters who are, pursuing singing careers? What advice would you give them?
I would tell them to keep going. You just never know what opportunities you're going to run into. I'm not going to lie, growing up, I used to think becoming a singer was like a young thing. You had to do it in your, late teens, early 20s, kind of thing. You just don't know when that door is going to open for you. So keep going, keep striving, keep being determined to get your music out there, get your message out there, whatever that may be, and pray on it. Let it manifest. I'm a big
manifestation.
Yes, I'm a big spiritual person. I meditate and I manifest what I want in my life. And the key to manifestation is once you manifest it, you got to keep believing it. You can't doubt what you're trying to put out there into the world, because if you doubt it, it's not going to come to you. You got to really be like strong and confident and knowing that this is what it is. And I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't come running to this. It actually came to me. I was just like, working a regular 9 to 5, and Ace was like, yo, come aboard. And then these opportunities just started coming, and then I meditated on them, and more started coming. And so I'm a true believer that if this is my time, I'm going to meditate it. I'm going to meditate and manifest it into my world. And I'm just going to tell everybody the same thing. Keep going, keep striving, keep doing what you got to do.
Hence the definition of manifest destiny. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what that is. You know what I mean? And you have to understand when that comes to you like that. You know what I mean? You have to. Your eyes have to be open enough to embrace it. Like, damn, hey, and welcome it, and take it, mold it, and grow it, and put that energy back out there for for it to blossom into what you want it to be.
Oh, yeah. And even embrace the negative. Embrace the negative, because you don't even know that negative could be what you need to,
That negativity could be the very pain that you needed to put the energy out there to reach everybody, to reach the world.
Exactly. It's all
a lot of the shit is based off of pain anyway. You know what I mean? A lot of poetry, a lot of music, a lot of that shit is kind of, brought up from a painful situation anyway.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's all about just keeping on and reaching your highest vibration that you can. So embrace the positive energy and the negative energy and keep going.
Real deal. So with that being said, Melz, we totally enjoying, your vibe, your essence, everything, And I promise you, we could continue this conversation for another hour, because I want to know some more of the insides of you. And we will have you back on, but I want you to tell the people how, I want to give some of your upcoming projects and tell the people how they can reach you and how they can find.
So my upcoming projects I have right now, I'm working on trying to, do a video for Come With Me, as well as Take It. I'm also continuing to write. I got a couple projects working with Ace the Phenom and the Coalition, of course, with the sex tape. Again, also working on my EP, you know, getting that together and getting that out. Got some, you know, photo shoots that I'm gonna be doing to kind of put myself out there with my music so they can kind of get the whole total, you know, vibe of me. And that's pretty much what I got going on right now. Well, so far, you know, in the midst of everything.
Right.
And
shut down of the world. Shit.
Right. Shut down of the world. Right. And so you can reach me on Instagram, Melz.Renee85. You can reach me on Facebook, Melz Renee. That's where I'm at currently right now. I'm at melz.renee@gmail.com if you have any inquiries there. That's so far, that's pretty much where you can reach me. Or you can reach out to Ace with Simply Phenomenal Music. If you search that in Facebook, that'll come up. You can reach me through there as well. Yeah, that's pretty much how you can reach out to me.
Okay, well, let me be the first to say, hey, we appreciate you. You know what I mean? You got big brothers in us, you know what I mean? So we're
real talk.
Yeah, we're in total advocacy of you, you know what I'm saying? So for our listeners, keep on. We're gonna keep on giving y'all good content. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep on bringing you individuals that, you know what I mean, that we value and, you know what I mean, feel like should be valued amongst the masses, and support, you know what I mean, support our local artists, man. You know what I mean? We all out here trying to, you know what I'm saying, grow to be the ones that you see mainstream and love. You know what I mean? So check out Melz Renee. You know what I mean? Follow her, subscribe to her. You know what I'm saying? Support her. You know what I mean? Show her that love. You know what I mean? And again, you can reach us.
Everything.
Right. You know what I mean? You can reach us at on Instagram at BMNP_ENT, on Facebook and SoundCloud. You can reach us at Big Money No Problems Casting. You can also hit us up on Big Money No Problems Casting at gmail.com. You know what I mean? We appreciate the feedback that we've been getting from everybody. We want more feedback. We do not turn down constructive criticism. If there's a situation, a plight, a problem, or an artist you just want to throw out there and say, hey, you know what I mean? Can y'all talk about it? You know what I'm saying? We welcome it. You know what I mean?
We want to thank Melz Renee, man, just for coming on. Man, this was no problem. Great interview. And like AG was saying, man, this is what we do. This platform is built for our people, man. And we want to continue to push our people. That's all we want to continue to do. So once again, man, like AG said, definitely check us out. Check out Melz Renee. Check out all her activity and everything she got going on. Continue to support everybody in this shot right now. And once again, man, we appreciate the listen. And just stay tuned, man. We got a lot coming up. AG. So
real deal.
Continue to watch us. Continue to pay attention. As we always say, man, stay safe, stay blessed, and one love. Peace.